In the crowded landscape of action roguelikes, Risk of Rain 2 emerges as a standout title, combining deep, challenging gameplay with a captivating, dynamic universe. Developed by Hopoo Games and published by Gearbox Publishing, Risk of Rain 2 builds on the success of its predecessor by transitioning from a 2D to a 3D environment, delivering a thrilling experience that keeps players on their toes. Released on Steam in August 2019, this sequel refines and expands the core mechanics of the original while introducing new elements that enrich the overall experience. At its core, Risk of Rain 2 is a third-person roguelike shooter that places players in an alien world teeming with dangers. The game's primary objective is to survive as long as possible while battling hordes of enemies and collecting items that enhance your abilities. Unlike many games in the genre, Risk of Rain 2 offers a high degree of replayability through its procedurally generated environments and a wide array of items and character classes. One of the most compelling features of Risk of Rain 2 is its diverse roster of characters, each with unique abilities and playstyles. Players can choose from a variety of classes, such as the Commando, the Huntress, the Engineer, and the Mercenary. Each class has its own set of skills and attributes, allowing for a personalized approach to combat. The progression system is also noteworthy. Players can unlock additional characters and skills as they progress through the game, adding layers of depth and variety to the gameplay. The combat system in Risk of Rain 2 is fast-paced and exhilarating. Players will find themselves constantly on the move, dodging attacks and unleashing a barrage of their own. The game's enemies are diverse and challenging, ranging from swarms of small, aggressive creatures to towering bosses that require strategy and teamwork to defeat. Each enemy type has its own attack patterns and weaknesses, demanding quick reflexes and tactical thinking from players. The game's difficulty scales with time, meaning that as the player survives longer, the enemies become more formidable. This mechanic ensures that players are constantly challenged and that the gameplay remains engaging, even after multiple playthroughs. A significant aspect of Risk of Rain 2 is its item system. Throughout their journey, players will find various items and power-ups that can dramatically alter their abilities and playstyle. These items are often randomly generated, adding an element of surprise and strategy to each playthrough. Some items enhance your character's health, while others might provide increased damage output or special abilities. The combination of these items can create unique synergies and playstyles, encouraging experimentation and replayability. The transition from 2D to 3D in Risk of Rain 2 is executed with impressive results. The game features a distinct, stylized art style that blends futuristic and alien aesthetics. The environments are richly detailed and diverse, ranging from lush, verdant landscapes to barren, desolate wastelands. The game's visual design is not only striking but also functional, with clear distinctions between different types of terrain and objects that help players navigate and strategize. The atmospheric sound design further enhances the immersion. The game's soundtrack is dynamic and fitting, providing an epic and immersive backdrop to the action. Each environment has its own unique musical themes and sound effects, contributing to the overall sense of adventure and tension. Risk of Rain 2 excels in its cooperative multiplayer mode, which allows players to team up with friends or other online players. The co-op experience is smooth and well designed, with up to 4 players working together to tackle the game's challenges. The cooperative gameplay encourages teamwork and strategy, as players must coordinate their efforts and share resources to succeed. The ability to play with friends adds a social dimension to the game, making it even more enjoyable and engaging. The procedural generation of levels and the variety of items and characters ensure that no two playthroughs of Risk of Rain 2 are the same. The game's roguelike nature means that players can expect a high degree of replayability, with each session offering new challenges and experiences. The progression system, along with the frequent updates and new content introduced by the developers, contributes to the game's longevity and keeps players coming back for more. The community surrounding Risk of Rain 2 is active and vibrant. The game has a strong online presence, with numerous forums, fan sites, and social media groups dedicated to discussing strategies, sharing tips, and organizing multiplayer sessions. Hopoo Games has been supportive of the community, regularly updating the game with new content, balancing tweaks, and bug fixes. This ongoing support helps maintain the game's quality and keeps players engaged. Risk of Rain 2 is a remarkable evolution of the original game, offering a thrilling and deeply engaging experience that stands out in the roguelike genre. Its combination of challenging gameplay, diverse character classes, and dynamic environments creates a game that is both exciting and rewarding. The transition to 3D visuals is a significant improvement, and the addition of cooperative multiplayer adds a new dimension to the gameplay. With its strong community support and frequent updates, Risk of Rain 2 is a game that promises countless hours of enjoyment and replayability. For fans of action roguelikes and cooperative gameplay, Risk of Rain 2 is an absolute must-play.